Welcome back to Fishing with Jollop here in the painting booth today, and doing something a little bit different for this week's lure making video. I figure we're getting to the point now, there's enough stuff on my sort of channel there of like complete lure builds, so we're going to just start and pick little pieces apart. I had a few bodies here, some micro cranks which I'll show you here in a minute, and I figured craw patterns. Craw patterns, especially for our viewers over in the USA, huge big deal. Here we sort of just typically use like a red craw pattern. So today's video I'm going to pick 3 craw patterns. We're going to paint up these micro crankbaits in these 3 different craw patterns. We're going to sit down and have a swim of them at the end and see which one you guys like the most. And these little lures are going to be for sale. The link will be down here at the end for our store, so head over and you can grab one of these little micro cranks. I got 6 of these little guys there. Obviously I haven't got bib slots yet, but they're a little micro crank, about 43mm long, perfect for our Aussie bass. I'm sure the smallmouth over there would love them. So these are going to be like a 6 to 8 foot diver. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to paint the craw pattern that I paint. I call it Aussie craw here in Australia. So basically what it is, it's a red to orange belly. Obviously you've got your craw patterns and a fluoro purple back. Big pearl fluoro purple back. Always looks pretty neat. So we're definitely going to paint that one as sort of a control, the way that we normally do it. Then we're going to do like a blue charcoal craw, maybe with a bit of red on it. And then we're just going to do that typical USA craw pattern you guys absolutely love over there, like that bright orange, red almost bottom through to that like sort of mossy, dark green, leaf green over the top with the craw pattern. So first things first, let's put some pearl white down on these things and let's paint these up. Can't wait, this is pretty cool. And don't stress, you guys are still going to get to see the build process from here on. We're going to do the bib slots and everything like normal. So something a little bit different. Let us know what you think. Let's put some pearl white down. Pearl white's done. People say to me, why do you always use pearl white as a base? And basically everything looks better painted over white, and I just love pearl white. Right, we're going to lay some red down on the top of the Aussie craw, and we're going to put a little bit of red down on the belly of the USA craw. We'll put that on now. So you can see there the Aussie craw left the white still underneath ready for our orange. We're just going to do that red back for now. We'll do this one a red belly. Right, you can see there that's the opposite. I've left the top part white and I've just done that belly in the red, so that one's done for now. Right, now onto our charcoal craw. It's going to be charcoal top down to a blue bottom. This is the worst thing about painting, shaking the bloody paint. So yes, I know there's little tools I can make to do it, but let's make it work. Metallic charcoal viola. Viola, we'll roll with that. We're going to put that over the back. And then we're going to put the pearl blue underneath, so let's do that. Pretty neat. Put the blue on. Pearl blue. Pretty deadly looking. Alright, time for orange on the belly of the Aussie craw. If you wonder why I go over here all the time, it's because I've got a little thing there. I just test my airbrush on every time, make sure it's all, I'm happy with how it's coming out. Sort of just blended up the sides a little bit, just like so. Cool. I'm going to run a bit of orange over that red just to make it that real vibrant, real fluoro basically. Just like so. And that's ready for the green on the back. Let's do that now. Moss green over the back. Like so. Alright, all our base colours are down. So there's our blue charcoal if it focuses. There you go. The blue and the charcoal. Traditional sort of army green, red, orange craw. You can see that. We'll show you better after. But and then my take on it, the Aussie craw minus the purple back. That's the last thing I'll do. So it's pattern time. The pattern I do have is a little bit big for these crankbaits. It's designed for a bigger crankbait, but we're going to give it a crack. So we're going to do the blue one here first, and we're going to go a red craw pattern over that blue and charcoal. I reckon it's going to look unreal. So we'll put that on there right now. So I just painted the craw pattern on that side in the red, and I forgot to press record. So you get the gist. Look at that. Pretty damn cool. Time for the other side. Just like that. Cool. Alright, now on the other two, we're just going to roll a black pattern. Same pattern, just a black one. And we'll do that now. Like so. Time for this one. Same thing, we're just going to roll the black. Like so. Check that out. How cool. Alright, on to the next step. There they are. That's one of them. Looking pretty cool. So the next thing is, a craw pattern isn't complete without some splatter. Jeez, I'm getting some glare there. Sorry about that. You really need that black splatter just to tie it in. So we're just going to splatter it here now. You can do this any way you want. So many people just like to thin the paint, back the air back. I got a little trick. It's what would you say? It's less than normal, less than ideal, but it works. That's how I splatter mine. So let's splatter them. Sit them over there. I'll turn my air pressure right down. I can't tell you what it is. It's only a couple. I just do it until it's right. And I undo my needle and I pull my finger down the trigger and I pull the needle back and forward. So I can see there it's a bit thick, the blotches I want. So I'm just going to turn that air up a little bit. And just keep turning that air up until you get a consistency you're happy with. I want a nice fine splatter, and that's pretty well bang on. So I'm just going to come down and splatter them like so. I get a bit on the back as well. Some people don't like splatter, but it definitely just ties the whole bait together, especially like we're trying to imitate a crawfish, and nothing is natural about a crawfish being perfect. So there we go. I don't know if you can see that. Well, we're getting some better light here after, but very, very cool. So he's done for now. Set him aside. And we'll splatter the rest. There's Aussie Craw. Pretty cool. Now this is my little swing on it. I put the bright purple back over it. I just really like it. I think someone's done it in the past. I know Rapala might have did a purple back for a while or something like that. I have seen it somewhere, but that's just how I do my production craw lures. So that's wicked pearl purple. We're just going to run that just straight down the back, just fade it down the slides ever so slightly, but yeah, pretty simple. Whoa. And it's as simple as that. Can't see it properly because they're sideways, but he's done. Aussie Craw is complete. Super happy with him. Alright, it's going to either make or break this craw. We've got this bloody camera there. All there with the moss green back. Thinking about just putting a little bit of dark charcoal in a bit of a pattern. I'll show you. That's my Murray cod pattern focus. So I'm thinking of just putting a little run of that down the back with a bit of charcoal. It's either going to make or break this lure, but I think it'll just add to it, so I'm just going to do it. Ooh. Probably not going to be able to see there yet, but that has just set that off, I think. So pretty happy with that. I'm just going to put some black on his eyes, just to cover up the eye sockets with a bit of black, and that one's also done. We are back, and we have our finished little craw lures. Give you a decent look at them here once we glue them up. But yeah, got our three colours. Oops, got our three colours that we're going to roll. Quickly just go through them. So we've got that guy there, which is, well, I'm going to call him Watermelon Craw. Pretty damn cool. We've got USA Craw. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. The bright blue and red. Absolutely love that. I think that's going to be quite a good one. And my one there that I've always sort of painted here, it's got the purple back and the red and orange. Absolutely love the look of that. So I'm going to dive in here. Let's glue them up. We're going to go fishing tomorrow, and we're going to catch some fish on these. Fingers crossed. So hang tight. Alrighty guys, we have some lures finished and we're going fishing in the morning here in the boat. Just rigged them up, ready to go, rigging some rods, and I can't wait to get these out there. Now, I did realise a little bit, I haven't actually run through too much about the process of why I did what I did with the lure, so I'm quickly just going to dive into that now. This was a lot of a lure painting video more than anything. Basically to show you how to paint the different craw patterns and do our Aussie bass eat the craw patterns. So here they are, the final little finished product. That is the watermelon craw. Check that out. I'll put some better pictures, you'll be able to see it better. It's hard in the shed in the night time. That is the USA craw. Obviously, obvious reasons, the colourways there, and the good old Aussie craw. one of my favourites. That's the one I paint in my colour ranges for my lures, the purple back on there. So so this is a mid 40mm fat body deep diving crankbait essentially. So you're going to get like that to 7 to 9 feet, I'm going to call it, without even swimming it. We have that nice sort of coffin rounded style bib, quite a big bib for the style of the lure, but the way we're fishing it, we want that to get down nice and quick. We have rigged on there 7548 VMCs in a size 4. Some people would probably say it's an overkill, and I have some, they are 35-pound rings on there. Our bass are vicious. You're hooking them in some current like what we're going to have tomorrow, a bit of flood water, residual left over, so you need good terminal tackle, and those hooks will not let me down, nor will those rings. Other thing you'll notice here in the bib, I have quite a thick Amiga wire. Same thing, you're pulling pretty hard. There's no need to go little light things. These are bass will eat it, they don't care. So that's probably the main sort of things with that. You'll do notice I have got quite beefy eyelets there as well. They're 1.1mm, they're 35mm long. The middle one obviously isn't, but the back one is. So there's quite a bit of wire into that. Need to be tough. So that's a little crankbait. This is a new sort of shape for me. These are basically my prototyping process. I am going to do these for our Lure Expo later in the year. I've always done a smaller one, a 40, and I do a a 60mm and like a 55mm. But this is sort of bang in the middle. Absolutely perfect for those river bass, river brim. Those guys are absolutely going to love this thing. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to get to bed because I cannot wait to throw these tomorrow. And fingers crossed, I'm sitting back here tomorrow night telling you how good my day was. So that's the plan. So I'm going to get to bed. Let's go give these a go. Alrighty guys, today is being D-Day to get our little crawlery friends out on the river, and that's exactly what we've done. We've been out here for the morning session. We've given these a test run now. We made 6 on film, and I actually made 1 each of the exact same things for myself because I knew I wanted to come out and fish them. Those other ones that we made are going to be for sale. So yeah, so let's just run through them here. We've been through it in the shed, but quickly run through it here on the water what we've got. So we've got the USA craw, which I'll put up some nice shots of, some really cool shots with some nice lighting. We've got what we call watermelon craw, really cool, and the old Aussie craw. So you're gonna have to hang around. You're gonna have to hang around and see if they work and see if we caught any fish on them. Because let me tell you, you're probably not going to be disappointed. So little teaser: do these crawls work? Yes, they do. Hang around.
I don't think you're gonna.
Oh. Righto, throw him back in.
Full fish, pretty good fish.
Right, throw it up where you up in there again. I might have to put a spinnerbait on.
Yeah, because you haven't been catching fish.
Throw him out. Up. Oh, I'm on.
Oh, what?
Over here,
Gee,
yeah, I might get the net, mate. This is on me lure. Oh, he's a nice one.
I'm getting him from the...
We found him now, guys. Little patch of him here. Oh, he's a nice one. Let me bring him up.
He'll come up. Yeah, right there.
Yeah! Oh, oh.
Yeah!
Oh, get him in! Not much of a net, man. Righto, let's get him around. Woohoo!
Oh, you got him right on the gill.
There he is, nice little one there on the USA craw. That's the blue and red. I was lucky to even get a shot of that. The young bloke loves blue lures, don't you, mate? So, pretty cool. First one. He's back in, and we might change colours now. Let's put the Aussie craw on and see if we can get another one. Alright, so I've just switched over here to the good old Aussie craw. So it's me purple back, typical how I paint these over here in Australia.
Dad's gave me the USA crawler.
The blue and the red. Let's try and get a double hook up.
Yeah.
Let's try out these craw patterns. Just goes to show, guys, I literally painted these 2 days ago. We're out here in the flood water smacking them. So let's go. Good one. Go. Who's going to get a fish first? No, throw it up. I'll move this up a little bit in a minute.
Really big. Let me get it in the net.
No, you're right, mate.
I'll get the net for you.
Alright, we're going to net him.
Yeah, I'll just net him.
He's a nice one too. Try and keep the hooks out of the net this time. Alright, that's him. Lift him in. Good job. What a nice one, mate.
Yeah.
Aussie crawl this time.
That's 6.
Woohoo! There we go, guys. And old Aussie craw this time. He's another lovely fish there. Super stoked with him, and it's pretty cool, you know, like you paint these lures for a bit of content and you can just come out and catch beautiful Australian bass. Cracker. So I might change over now and put the, what's our other crawl called? I don't know if we gave him a name. We'll call him watermelon crawl. So let's change it up and let's get this guy back in the water because I reckon we're going to catch a few more. I've just made the young fella a deal. If he can catch one on the USA crawl because he collects blue lures, he gets to keep it. So that's
Any other lures?
That's a bit of an incentive. No, just that one.
Oh.
So let's try and catch another one. Oh, you're on. Take him easy. Oh, that's a good one. Oh.
This fish is big.
Oh, take it easy.
Oh, holy! It's like a large red that.
Hey!
Holy, that's bigger than, I think that's the biggest one I've ever caught.
Ollie, now you get to keep the lure.
Yay!
Woo! How good's this?
The USA cruise, damn it.
There he is. What do you reckon, mate?
Good.
What's the most exciting part about that?
I get to keep the lure.
So what do you reckon? Do you reckon an American crawl colours catch Aussie bass?
Yeah.
What should we do? Put him in?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a fish, mate. He's an absolute corker. That's awesome. Let's get him in, mate.
See ya, mate.
For those of you that might not be sort of familiar with our style of fishing here, obviously here in Australia, North Coast, we've had some pretty big floods in the last couple of weeks, and we get these storm drains that run out. You can see, I don't know if you can see there, but there's a bit of a discoloration there in the water. So basically what happens is these bass just sit on that edge and feed, and we're just throwing this little crank in and yeah, it's doing the damage. So keep going in here, see if we can get a few more. And disclaimer, I have a wet bottom because it rained and the carpet's wet, so that's why my bottom's wet. I didn't wear anything. Alrighty guys, we are back and had a great little day there. Ended up with 7 or 8 fish. Got a few early on frogs that you guys wouldn't have seen. That'll be some other content. But the little new crankbait there wasn't an oval surprise, to be honest. It's that size crankbait always does really well in our rivers here. All up and down this east coast of Australia. But doesn't matter whether you're chasing bream, flathead or bass, EPs. That is just a deadly little combo. Now the only colour I didn't catch a fish on there today was this guy, the watermelon crawl, but to be honest it was the last one I tied on. I'd already caught a few by then, they started to shut down, but I have no doubt in my mind that that is going to catch him just as good as the USA crawl and the good old Aussie crawl. I am 1 USA crawl down. As you see, I made a deal today. If the young bloke caught a fish on that, that's his, so that's good. But no, it was a great little session out there. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Something a little bit different, a little bit more fishing into the lure making and a little bit of a different side of the lure making. You know, probably going to sort of head to this angle a little bit more with certain things, making things that we can go and actually catch fish on and things that might necessarily end up in my range down the track. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. Hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment down below, and I really want to know, what is your favourite? Are you a Aussie craw, a USA craw, or a watermelon crawl. Let us know down below which one is your favourite. Thanks heaps for watching. Catch us next week.